Okay. Till today it's going, everything is going very fine. Professional leadership experience, I think I asked him. So you said that Port of Singapore Authority, 2 years then escalation happened, and then let me see if I have something to. So I was asking about a professional leadership experience. So you said that there was a project like this, and then was this one you said that red to green you hit? Was this escalation?
I gave same example at two lessons.
But escalation, you said you did not use it. But I think you said that from an escalation, and then you took it to to stabilize it. But the things which you have done, those are not mentioned much.
Okay.
Those are not mentioned. So what exactly you did? What things you were doing day to day on an operational basis that in an aggregation, took you to the success. What team things, whenever somebody asks about leadership, you have to have, team working skills, maybe some leadership examples. So here it was, even I was looking for the example, but I could not.
I actually realized that I spent a lot of time speaking about this, that those examples just got missed out. And that is why I was actually putting in hot seat team lunches, motivation and all in another exam, in another question, so that. But
that's compensated.
Yeah. But I think I should have thought about them.
I mean, because I was looking for what you did, what activities you performed. Maybe 2 that I did this, I did that, and hence I took the project out of that. So that logical sequence that I was wanting. Okay. Please explain a conflicting situation with your boss. So you said that feedback you are taking fine. So yeah, now here I started feeling that your answers are coming with many examples. So focus on max 2 or 3 examples, core and highlighting activities. So you said TT also. You said that he gave me that, and so I was just noting down with 5-6 examples you told him. Whereas 1 or 2 good ones would have just done the job that much. Because I don't even know that what he told me. So I mean, whereas I'm bound to engage you in this exercise, but still it's difficult. So just don't make it difficult for the person to, because he has to. I mean, the people who are taking an interview, they are also writing a report after they take the interview. So they have to write an elaborate report. Actually, there's a form which we have to fill. The alumni basically. So they should remember that what all was stated, and what are the highlighting points, on what parameters he should state you highly. Usually there is rating from 1 to 5. So as much possible, if you can get 5, you will probably get selected in interview itself. So now talking about goals, short term and long term. Long term you said initially stated, and then build your answer chronologically from short to long term. Okay. Okay, now again, many things are coming in when you are transitioning. The head sales for particular geography division, marketing, planning, business strategy, this, that, so many things. Let us focus on few. 3 should be the maximum. So, otherwise, they'll start thinking that you are doing too many things, and you should not get lost in doing those things. Right? So the focus should not be. I am feeling it again and again. Probably I try to exemplify it at right places, but and then once you said that, then all of a sudden you said that I'll be responsible for a P&L as well as delivery and operation. So you are coming from a business development role, probably 10 years or 6-7 years, and then you are being responsible, but delivery and operation, it is difficult to come at this moment. Highlight at least those that yes, I'll be also looking into delivery, because there will be teams. Then again, the example of your manager that you have to delegate. So probably it's a true example, I'm not sure. So that has to come into picture, that delivery. Now you cannot, after 6, 7, 10 years in BD or sales, you cannot come back to delivery and then start looking into nitty-gritties of delivery or probably operation. So that you can say that you will find out people who can smartly conduct those activities. For example, Narayan Murthy always says that he has a fundamental of hiring people who are smarter than him. So then the work automatically gets done probably. So those some examples can be.
One second.
That a situation where your junior is not performing and how you handle that. So in that basically, you first answer, I think there were two examples in which you give, and probably the second was the better one. And I'm not sure whether it was not prepared or you just did not think about that. But the first example diluted the effect actually. So you said that he's not performing and then we laid off. So that is not a very good example to give. That is an extreme condition. So here I am asking you particularly that situation where junior is not performing and how you handle that. So probably I am looking for something positive here from you, not just that laying off is the easiest way I would say. When you have a luxury of resources, when people are there waiting on bench, you have people in your kitty, and then you know that even if we lay them off, of course I would have, but then think of those people. I mean, that laying off is and that too in perspective of US based schools or people who have been in US economy for some years, can be a better experience for that person also. You don't know. I mean, top people, top corporate people, they also feel or experience this at times. So laying off example should not be given. And from the leadership perspective also, until you have tried a lot. So in this you did not even try. You said that I was explicit about their feedback and then they were probably not up to the mark. But then somebody hired them at my entry, right? So I mean, that job is already done, and I'm sure that more than 2 interviews must have been taken for those. So we cannot just lay them off. So avoid this kind of example. I mean, try to make your examples little more positive. There was a very good article, I can forward that, opportunity of true leadership. Did I forward it, that article to you? It was from Business Standard, last to last year. Very relevant, very good. And in terms of recession, in times of recession when a lot of people were getting laid off, then that article said that how you can save the company as well as save the employees. So how you can basically show or illustrate true leadership. Starting from optimizing cost, motivating people, doing this, that. So many things. I'll forward that. That will be a good read for you. So never, you cannot give a negative example. The second example, I think it was good, but by the time you go to that first example itself, was not positive first of all, and then it is second, again extending the things, so that diluted the effect actually. So just beware of this thing. This is coming again. When I'm highlighting because I'm feeling it again. I'll highlight it as many times as I have actually. So I'll not hide anything over here. Okay. So what extracurricular? So this is actually your forte. But again in this, I was definitely bored to a great extent. So you say that TT and event organization. TT I did this. Event organization, not more than 2 to 3 minutes it should run. And tell them that with a great interest that you have, and if probably he might ask you something, he might be interested in event organization. So in event organization, I think you should say, you said that 18 somewhere, right? 18 events you organized here. So fine, that number you may say, but then highlight just one, which is the best event which you have opened. That's all. Just one, not many. There were 2-3 examples I think you gave. So just a fashion show which, or maybe something challenging. Even I had said this thing. These one is cricket and one is not event organization basically, but a fashion show I used to organize. So once I was taking this SP Jan interview. So it's a group interview if you know. It's 6-7 people take that interview, and then 2-3 people are. 6-7 people give and 2-3 people take that interview. So I was second or third in the line that he was asking them what is your best point or something about yourself. Tell me about it. So he told, she told, and then I told about my fashion show. I was elaborating about that, and then that became the point of focus for all of them. Then the debate started that whether the fashion shows are good for India or not. Then I got a chance to speak. So relevant examples, only few best which you basically can showcase, not many. Because this is a point, this is one of your forte. Your communication skills, your extracurriculars, not many people would have. And your involvement in the other forums, like project management training you take. And here also I think you said 3-4 things, just limit it to 2 or maximum to 3. Do not go beyond that. That might again dilute, because I do this, I do that, I do that also. But that don't let it dilute, because the profile is very good. I'm not sure. Did something like this happen in ISB also? last year.
No.